Before we get started in today's video, guys, I want to give a shout out to comicsplusofmacan.com. Comics Plus of Macan have been generous enough to give me a sponsorship, and also generous enough to give you guys a coupon code on their website. Anything on comicsplusofmacan.com can be got 10% off using code TruePainGaming at checkout. Look at all the Digimon product they have here. They have the new starter decks, they have all the sets currently out in the English format, all of that, and you can get 10% off with code TruePainGaming. If you go to the home of Comics Plus of Macan, you can even see that we have Chilling Reign, the new sort Pokemon expansion. We have comic books. We have Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything you could want at comicsplusofmacan.com. And don't forget to use code TruePainGaming at checkout for 10% off.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Diego. I am a friend of True Pain Gaming. I'm here to bring you my top 8 deck profile that I use in this weekend's CharityMon event that was hosted by Huang Zero. True Pain has asked me to come down and break the deck real quick for you guys and give you my take on it. So here we are. I brought AncientGarurumon Rookie Rush, a very fun build that I very much enjoy of Rookie Rush. Definitely different than most builds of Rookie Rush. But still just as powerful. Not a lot of people expect the type of aggression this deck can pull out of nowhere. That sometimes performs even better than regular Rookie Rush. So yeah, let's get into it. So we play 4 Upamon. Very, very standard choice in Rookie Rush decks. You really want to see a lot of your cards, especially in this deck, since you want to see that 2-card combo between the Lobomon and the AncientGarurumon. So this is just the best egg you can play in this deck. 1 Demi Vmon. Basically the same as Upamon, though the effect comes up a lot less because we're only playing 1 jamming Digimon. Though when it comes up, it definitely helps. 4 of the Vanilla Electmon. It's just a generic 2-drop vanilla. Very good to choke your opponent out at 1, and just the cheap cost allows you to spam multiple copies of it. Just generally very good. No reason not to play it, really. 4 of the Draw 1 Gabumon. One of the best cards in the game. And we like drawing cards, so we play 4 of it. It's very, very simple reasoning behind it. 4 of the Gomamon. 3, I should say. This card was actually cut from the 1.5 versions of Rookie Rush. But for this build specifically, this has a very nice interaction with the Garurumon cards that I'll show later on to the deck profile. So yeah. 3 of the Jamming Vmon. This card, although insane, is actually the worst rookie in the deck. I might even consider cutting it because of how this deck plays. The jamming barely comes up, or barely provides as much value, I should say, as it would in regular Rookie Rush. So in future variations of this deck, I would probably cut it out and replace it with Gomamon, with more Gomas and another rookie of choice. Okay, so 4 of the new cards, Stravimon. On play, you get to look at the top 3 cards and grab a blue Tamer and a hybrid from those cards. This card's insane. It can search for Davis, which this deck desperately really, really wants to see in the early turns because the AncientGarurumon combo requires 3 memory. Also sets up the Lobomons by searching Davis, or you can search for the Lobomon card, or you can search for himself. You can just loop him by grabbing Strabimons over and over. It's just very, very good. Sometimes even better than Gabumon itself. And onto the green rookies, we play 3 of the Auroromon and 3 of the Leomon. These are basically the same card, but since they're different names, you can play more of this. A 5k rookie is just insane, especially for a 2 cost. These guys survive most of the time, and a rookie surviving is pretty game changing sometimes. It can mean the difference between game or not. So that's why we play 6 of these. 2 Garurumons. Only 2 because this deck needs space for the hybrid engines, though. Still very very important because especially since they introduced a lot of blockers in this set, um, the ability to basically ignore them, swing over the new 5K blockers or crash with the 6K ones comes up a lot, and it's just too good not to play. And this deck, this card dodges Nidhogg if it's not rested. This card dodges Volk. It's only a 1 cost, and it can even that 1 cost actually helps you choke your opponent out sometimes too. Then we play 3 of the new Lobomon. That can Digivolve over a Tamer. This card makes Davis absolutely insane, and this card won me so many games. It turns every Tamer into another body that your opponent just can't deal with yet because we don't get any Tamer control or any Tamer removal until BT5. So right now, I would 100% play 3 to 4 of this card and just run rampant with it. It just closes out games way too much and it's way too good not to play. It's also switchable off Strabimon and can be restanded by AncientGarurumon. 1 Kendo Garurumon. This is just a nice Saki 1 of that I see no reason not to play. I might even consider bumping it up to 2. It has the same effect as Lobomon to Digivolve over a Tamer, but it can bounce a level 3 up to your opponent's hand when attacking. It's very, very good. It helps a lot in the mirror. It came up in the mirror during this event, and this card single-handedly won me the mirror. So I would 100% consider boosting this card up to 2. The only downside is it is a 3 cost, but most of the time you'll be playing this card when you're going for lethal with Davis, or you're dropping it off the Ancient Garurumon effect when it's about to die. So just a card that there's no reason not to play. For the promo Lobomon, this card is the MVP of the deck. When Digivolving, this Digimon can evolve into an Ancient Garurumon from my hand for the cost of 1, but it does delete the Digimon at the end of the turn. So even if Ancient Garurumon turns into an Omnimon, if I pass the turn, it will have to die. But we absolutely do not care if it dies or not. Sometimes it's even better if it does die, because of Ancient's effect to play a hybrid from hand when it does. So that dying effect is basically negligible. Just a insane card that just provides so much pressure for like basically no reason. Not a lot of people expect Rookie Rush to out of nowhere, out of 1 rookie, have a 13K beater that can swing twice, restand 2 cards, and then drop a body when it dies. It's ridiculous. And we have 4 of the big boy himself, Ancient Garurumon. He, as I said, when he attacks, he can unsuspend 2 Digimon with Garurumon in its names or hybrid in their forms. The effect of restanding 2 doesn't come up as much because your hybrids, apart from well, no, he's not a hybrid. So yeah, all of your hybrids are pretty low DP, but sometimes Lobomon does manage to survive the swing into security, or Strabimon when he hits into an option card that doesn't wipe him. So it doesn't come up as much, but it does come up that when he suspends 2 cards. But even if he doesn't, a 13K beater that swings twice is just something that some decks just can't respond to. They'll either lose a blocker. If it crashes in security, you don't care because of the on deletion effect. And it can even sometimes swing over megas because a lot of people will leave their megas rested and not because they don't expect you being able to swing over it. So this card is just super good in the deck. And on the on deletion effect is also very very clutch. You can play Lobomon, any Lobomon. You can play your optimal target for this effect is the Strabimon, so you can look at the top 3 cards again and keep looking for the Lobomons to keep the loop going and set up the combo again. Then we play 3 Puppetmon. the most annoying card of the game. So many people hate it, and they have a good reason why. This card completely wins games by itself sometimes. Though I only play 3 because seeing it at 4, I thought I saw it too much, and sometimes giving too much memory to your opponent, especially in this game in this meta game, is very very dangerous. A lot of decks can pop off with just 4 or 5 memory. So although very good, I think 3 is a very comfortable number in this deck. Um, for our option cards, we play 3 Hammer Spark. Very unusual because a lot of Rookie Rush builds only play or just play the 4 because it's an insane card. It's insane in security. Like the security effect won me games by itself. It can give me Ancient Guru combo if my opponent puts me to 2.
Powering
it's way
off.
too good, so you might be thinking to yourself, well, why wouldn't you play at 4? It's mainly because of deck space. This deck needs to play 4 Davis, but I also didn't want to cut down on the rookie count at all because this deck already sometimes misses the blue rookie. So I think 3 Hammer Spark, although on the riskier side, is still very very good, and I honestly didn't see any issues with it this entire weekend. Then 2 Needle Spray. This is basically Flower Cannon, but with a different security effect. This card rests only 1 card during the security effect, but it does add to your hand, and it can also rest blockers. So I feel like it's better than Flower Cannon for this deck specifically. Also, I only played 2 because, in theory, you're playing 4 because since the security effect is that it adds to your hand, you'll have as likely as a chance of seeing it in a game as Flower Cannon, in my eyes. So, 2 felt the perfect number. Then we play 4 Davis. A lot of rookie builds play the 3, but this deck needs the 4 Davis. You want to open turn 1 with Davis every time. This sets up the Lobomon into Gurumon combo because you need 3 memory to do it. This sets up Lobomon for lethal. This card is just too crucial not to play at 4. And it's just another way of searching for your cards. It's just insane. It's basically Pot of Greed and also a body at the same time. That's basically for the entire deck profile. This deck did amazingly, and this is just the first variation of it that I came up with. But this deck 100% can still be improved. Some other options in this deck that I would suggest is Vmon. I would play this over the jamming Vmon because the unsuspend effect, since AncientGarurumon does unsuspend himself, the draw actually comes up. And I feel like is probably better than playing the jamming Vmon because the jamming Vmon, you don't really a lot of the time this card will just stay in will be set up in raising. But most of the time, the card in the rookie and raising will go into the Lobomon into Garurumon, so the jamming really just doesn't come up. So I feel like you should, if you want to build this deck, you should cut out the Vmons entirely and then put in 1 more Gomamon. Oh, right. So the reason we play the Gomamon is because Enter Garurumon has to die if he evolves with the Lobomon. But if he dies with a Gomamon under it and you pass your opponent at 1 memory, it actually goes back to your turn because of the Gomamon's on deletion effect. So not only did you swing twice and drop a body off the Ancient Garurumon's on deletion effect, you'll also be able to drop another body. Because it goes back to your turn. Or if you evo over Davis with Lobomon and pass your opponent at 1, you'll be able to swing with that Lobomon possibly for game. So you might possibly have 3 swings in 1 turn. Just off 2 cards. It's really, really ridiculous what this Gomon can do for the deck. So I feel like you should max out on this card and take out the jamming Vmon and put in the draw Vmons at 2. Another card, if you don't like the fact that this deck only plays level 4s, level 5 that I would add as a 2 of or a 1 of is the Zunamon. This card used to be played as a tech card in Rookie Rush originally. It was cut out because giving too much memory to your opponent became really bad, especially now. So why would you play it? Um, but the reason you actually should consider this card is not only does the draw 2 help a lot in situations where your opponent gives you a bit of memory to work with, especially with decks like Megazoo in the format, um, you actually don't hate Digivolving into this Zudomon because a lot of the times this deck will have the problem where you see one of the you see Lobomon, but you don't see Ancient Garurumon. Or you see Ancient Garurumon, but you don't see Lobomon. And then you don't want to have to evolve Lobomon into this raising area because the effect is only when Digivolving. But that rarely comes up, but when it does, it hurts a lot. But the Zudomon really helps with that because then if you evo this Lobomon over the Zudomon, it actually triggers the inheritable. That is when you digivolving one of your Digimon into an Ancient Garurumon, you can reduce the devolution cost by 2, making the Ancient Garurumon a 3 cost. And with Davis, since you're always be at 3, it is just insane. And not only does that trigger, the Zudomon's when attacking inheritable also triggers. Uh, and since Ancient Garurumon swings twice, it can really be insane that you can swing twice while also um, gaining 1 memory per turn, per swing, while also being able to drop a body when it dies, while also dropping a body off the memory that you gain. Like, it's a really nice card if you want to add it in. I would 100% consider it. Uh, and then if you're gonna take out the Jamming Vmon, I would take out obviously the Demi Vmon and add the Bukamon. Bukamon actually came up in in the mirror when I played it, which was the only matchup I lost to. But it was a 2-1, so it was a very close game. Uh, it's just a very nice inheritable that can be triggered more than once with Ancient Garurumon. Uh, yeah, it would be the card I would replace Vmon with. Another card I would also consider is the XVmon. If you don't like the Garurumons or you want to cut down on maybe the Lomos or the Kendos, I don't know why you would, but if you want to, 2 XVmons would be very good. But if you want to play XVmon, you would probably have to play Vmon, and I already explained why this card isn't as valuable in this deck as it would in other rookie builds. So yeah, that's the deck profile. I had a lot of fun with it. I would 100% give this deck a chance. It is on the pricier side on Rookie Rush compared to other Rookie Rush builds, but it's 100% viable. The fact that Rookie Rush suddenly brings out a 13k beater while also building boards, and just adding a ton of pressure is just insane. And I would 100% give this deck a shot and maybe improve on it, make changes that I haven't considered, and just improve on it in general. So yeah, that'll be all. Shout outs to True Pain for having me on the channel. Really appreciate it. And I hope to catch you guys on a future deck profile. See ya.